The traps are not only known for making your head look smaller, but they're also a common area for knots and trigger points. And if these trigger points are left untreated, they can create pain in your head, neck, shoulders, and upper back. And that's why in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to release your traps like a pro. Now if you're new here, then welcome. My name's Adam, and on this channel, you're going to learn the best self-massage techniques to relieve your pain, improve your posture, and even increase your strength. Now before we get into it, make sure to help me out by smashing that like and subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm. Now when we're working on the upper traps, we're going to be targeting 5 different spots using 2 smaller balls. Now if you can take some pressure, you're going to be doing these techniques on the floor. Otherwise, if the pressure is too much, simply take it to the wall. As shown on the screen are the 5 spots that we're going to be targeting. And we're going to be starting with the outside one near the shoulder, working our way in and then down the spine. So in order to get into position, simply lay on your back, place the 2 balls behind your shoulders right into your traps. And then from here, you're going to bridge up by pushing your feet into the floor and squeezing your glutes up in the air. And this is going to help apply a downward pressure into the traps. Now you can use something to rest on to place underneath your glutes if that's going to help you out. And again, if you cannot take the pressure, just simply take it to the wall. Now from here, we can perform several different techniques. We can perform micro movements where we're simply moving back and forth in small areas. And the whole idea here is to simply hang out on that tender spot and try to flatten it out basically and relax the nervous system. You can also perform contract and relax techniques where you're simply pushing the shoulder blades down into the ball and then pushing it up as high as you can, repeating that process. You can do some stripping techniques where you're moving side to side on that ball, or you can do pin stretching where you're simply moving the arm in through its full ranges of motion. And of course, you can do a combination of any of those techniques, whatever you feel like is going to really help take out those knots. And if you want to get a little more access to the traps, simply raise the arms up, make sure you keep your shoulders down, and then bring your elbows closer. This will simply help open up the scapula, which will allow you a little more access in the middle. Now make sure to work on these spots, these first spots, for a minimum of 30 seconds up to 2 minutes. Now guess what? We're going to do everything we just did on the second spot that is outlined in front of you. This is most likely going to be that spot where most of us have those trigger points. So chances are you're going to want to spend quality time here, a good amount of time here trying to release these knots. Again, do all those techniques that you have seen before and work on it for a minimum of 30 seconds up to 2 minutes. So the next 3 spots are all right next to the spine. And to help you out a little bit, to make sure the balls are not rolling on the spine, what we can do is actually take a long sock, our 2 balls, and then just stick them in there all the way to the end. Now from here, all we're going to do is simply tie off this edge, little knot here, and then we can work on the middle of our spine. Special shout out to Highly, my favorite clothing brand. Seriously, go check my videos, and I'm always wearing Highly shirt right here, Highly pants, Highly sponsorship right here. So with the balls in these socks, go ahead and hit the next 3 spots using those same techniques. Again, spending a minimum of 30 seconds up to 2 minutes working on those areas. Remember, if you want to release your traps, you have to work on it. Now we're not done releasing the traps, because now that we're done self-massaging them, we can actually stretch them out to help relax the nervous system a little more. And to stretch out our traps, all we have to do here is simply tuck our nose into the armpit basically, and then gently pull down the head, which will help elongate the upper traps. If you want to stretch out a little more, you can take that other hand, the one that's not doing anything, place it behind your back, which will help drop the shoulder and stretch out that trap a little more. Stretch this muscle out for a minimum of 30 seconds, again, up to 2 minutes. And finally, I'm going to be showing you 2 simple exercises that you can do right now that will hopefully keep those tight traps away. Now the first one is a prone cobra with one arm. What you want to do is simply lay on a bench, on your bed, whatever you have with your arm dangling. Now from here, all you want to do is simply bring the arm up with your thumb pointing up. The goal here is to use the scapula to initiate the movement, not just try to pick the arm up. Remember, we want to train the lower and middle traps here, so the muscles are in the back. So think about pulling the scapula with the lower traps. The scapula pulls the arm up, and then that's what elevates your arm. Not you elevate your arm and then hopefully pushing the scapula down and contracting the lower traps. So go ahead and do that for about 40 to 60 reps each side, taking as many breaks as you need. And the final exercise here is the band pull. What we want to do is simply take a band into both ends of our hands, place it in front of us. Now with our shoulders down and our scapula pulled back, we're simply going to pull the band apart as far as we can and then slowly let it return. Now the idea here is the same. We want to train those same muscles. So we want to start the movement with the scapula going towards the spine, which pulls the arms out. And that right there is going to be your front pulls. Again, do 40 to 60 reps. Take as many breaks as you need. And that's it for this video, and hopefully your tight traps are gone, or at least a little bit. Let me know in the comment section if you're able to see some results. That's it for this video. My name's Adam, helping you turn your pain into strength. I'll see you later.